Bitcoin USD. Bitcoin USD has gotten to a point of resistance, a diagonal point of line of resistance. If we check the higher time frame, that's like the daily time frame, you see a white line that runs across. It has been tested. This is the third time it is testing it, and that's this signal of a reversal. The signal of a reversal. Bitcoin. Bitcoin USD has gotten to a point of resistance. On that point of resistance, we got it from a higher time frame. That's to tell you how legit the resistance is. Let's see, let me show you on a daily time frame, then I'll show you on a 4-hour time frame. You can see this white line. This white line has this is on a daily time frame. You can see this line, and most times in Elliott wave, it forms A, B, C, D, then E. Let me label it with the Elliott wave. This is A at the top, and this is B, and this is C. So it's going to form, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 4 should be here, then 5 should be somewhere here. That's, yes, that's the third one. The third one. The third is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves at the ending diagonal. This is Elliott wave pattern, and it's most time happens when a complete wave wants to end. So this is A. This one here is 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the line, the trending line. This other line at the bottom, the white line that I drew, also is a divergence, and it's also a trend line. It's a divergence. That's a confirmation of a strong move upwards to the upside. Now, so before it goes up, there will be a reversal to the downside before it goes up. It's Bitcoin USD. Bitcoin USD is at the end of the bottom, towards the end of the bottom. We are expecting it to go, I'm expecting it to come down to 57,000, towards 57,000, because you can see the trend line. It has struck 3 times, 1, 2, 3 at the bottom. Even the trend line up, you can see it 1, 2, 3, and following the Elliott wave, if you follow the Elliott wave, you will notice that the Elliott wave has 5 ending diagonal points, and those 5 ending diagonal is what we have gotten 3 of those 3 diagonal waves. 1, 2, 3. So it's remaining 4 and 5. Now it is going to come down. Bitcoin is going to come down towards the 57 mark, 7,000 mark. When it gets there, it will reverse and form the E. So it's always 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here at this point now, it's on a trend line, and that is the third wave. The third wave has been completed already. Then it's about to form the fourth wave. If you check the 4 hours time frame, the H4 time frame, you see it clearly that is showing a downtrend. There is a rejection up above it didn't close above the trend line on the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame is perfect for you to be sure that your trade is actually going your direction. So we are expecting it to break down, come down to this very point. You can see there's an order block here at the bottom here, this blue bar that I put here. There's an order block there, and expecting it to come down to this point, then it will come down to this point and touch and sweep liquidity down to the trend line before going back up again. So it will sweep liquidity and come down and touch this lower trend line before going back up again. Bitcoin is on a downtrend right now. Bitcoin is on a downtrend right now, and it will go for a long while because it's on a trend line on a daily time frame. There's a resistance there, so it's on a strong resistant line, very strong resistant line. So you can make sure you can look for a good place to enter your trade. You can look for a perfect entry point right now, but let me check on the 15 minutes time frame. You see, then it came down and broke structure here. Let me be drawing the line so you'll be seeing it. It broke structure here. I'm using the white line. It broke structure here, then came back up, retest to this other block here, retest to this other block, and broke another structure here. It's about to break this structure. You can see this is the structure. This where this white line is where we're expecting it to break structure. You can see that's another support line, and that support line it has been tested. This support line has been tested three good times. It has been tested 3 good times. So this is the 15 minutes time frame, and I'm expecting it to break down towards the downside. So most times, how do you know if it's going to break towards the downside or the upside? You see, the trend line is, it counts from your waves. You have to count 5 waves. 5 waves most times. 5 waves. A, B, C, D, and E. So it is A, B, C, D, and E. So let me put it down. So we have the Elliott wave, the movement here. Let me label it A, B, C, D, and E. So you can see the Elliott wave is complete here. 5 movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it will come down. Where is the price reacting to now? On the 15 minutes time frame. This is where the price is reacting to now. There is an order block here. This is a 15 minutes time frame. There's another block here on the BTC USD. You can see it has tested. It has mitigated the FVG, and it has mitigated it's now on the order block, and it has gone down now, reversed. There's a reversal sign now there. So the best entry you can do now, you can go down for, you can sell for BTC USD right now you can sell, because it is reacting on this order block. It has tested it, it has mitigated it, and it's going down according to this is a support zone, which I believe is going to break, going through the bigger time frame, the higher time frames. Is a downtrend. You can see my moving average, the yellow and the purple, which is 20 and 50. 20 and 50 moving average. I'm giving this for free for people to enter trade. It's a weekend bonus. It's a weekend bonus. You can enter this trade now. You can enter this trade now. Sell. You can enter this trade now. Sell. You can see the gold, which is the 20 EMA moving average, and the purple, which is the 50 moving average, about to cross each other. It's a sign of a downtrend. It's a sign of a downtrend. And another sign again, it's a downtrend. You can see it has touched the order block here. That is, I'm repeating it so that you understand. It has touched the order block, and it has done a rejection here at the top here. Then coming down, it's going to come down to 57. Mark my words, I said so. Bitcoin is going down to 57. 57 on a higher time frame. You can see that Bitcoin on a higher time frame is bearish. So it's a bearish movement. It's a bearish movement. So let's be guided. It's a bearish movement. It's a downtrend. It's a bearish here, where it stopped here, and where it started reversing from. There is a supply zone there to sell. There is a demand zone to sell there. A demand zone to sell. So the trend is actually a downtrend on BTC USD. It's a downtrend, it's a bearish movement. This is a live trade at a 0054 a.m. and p.m. rather, from Africa, West Africa, Nigeria. On one of my lives, I'm going to be teaching a free class of Elliott waves, how to count your Elliott waves on a live trade. Count your Elliott wave on a live trade. So like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I'm going to be teaching a free lecture on live trade on a live on on my channel, and I would like you not to miss it, because Elliott wave is one of the best strategy you can know. You can learn it for your trading. Very, very important. Elliott wave is one of the best strategy to know where your direction, your trade direction, or your chart is moving to, or where your pair is moving to. Bitcoin now is at the end of a reversal, the end of a long heavy trend. And if you check it now, if you check Bitcoin on a weekly time frame, you will see that it's massive. It has been going down massively on a weekly time frame. You can see that it has been going down on a weekly time frame. And you see the trend line below it, and there's a trend line above it. Let me draw it again. This line above it is a trend line. This is a weekly time frame. You can see the zigzag 1, 2 that's created 4 waves, and the 5th wave is rounding up. This is where this 5th wave is. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 3, this is 2, 3, 4 upwards, then 5. This is a weekly time frame. Please subscribe, like, and share, please. On the 4 hours, you can see what is going on. The trend line that's tested the trend line and it's going down. That's touched the resistance point and it's going down. If you're asking yourself, where do you want to enter trade now? How can you enter this trade? Don't enter your trade on a 4-hour time frame or a daily time frame. Go down to the 15-minute time frame, depending on your account size, or you go down to the 30 minutes or 1 hour time frame and enter your trade. But the best for me is 15 minutes. So what do you do there? What do you see before you can enter a trade? First of all, make sure there is recognize the break of structures. Recognize the break of structures. Recognize the break of structures. Then when you recognize the break of structures, then you look for the higher high and higher low. If it fails to produce another higher high, like you can see on this chart, there was lower low, lower high, higher low, and a lower low, higher low. Then this place is acting as a resistance level, as a support level. So I'm expecting this like and subscribe, share. No, I'm not betting. I'm not betting. I'm trading. I'm not betting. I'm trading. I'm not betting. You have to understand your trade. Even when sometimes people say you bet while you are trading. To me, I don't believe it's betting. I believe if you go to your shop, there are some goods you buy. You buy them at a certain rate of amount. If you don't sell them as quick as possible, if you still don't sell those goods as quick as possible, the goods you buy in your shop, you don't sell them as quick as possible. Of course, it's either it expires or the value of that product goes down or the value of that product goes up. Those are the things. That's exactly what trading is. You buy a commodity or a stock, you buy it at a certain amount of money. When the price is low, that is the best time to buy. When you buy, you sell when it is high. It's a very simple economic concept. You have to buy when it is low and be very watchful and sell when it is low. When it is high, you sell. That's how to make profit in trading. You see, these things are just normal concepts of trading, whether digital trading or physical trading. You have to understand when to buy, the season and time to buy, when to buy, how to sell, on who to sell to, the platforms to sell on, or the markets to sell. If you want to buy a UK clothes now, for example, you want to buy a UK clothes or a second-hand clothes. If you want to buy a second-hand clothes, you can you have to ask questions, the right market to go to. If not, you'll be duped, you'll be cheated. Do you understand? If you want to buy an Adidas sneakers, you have to know the shop, the main shop where you can get the original Adidas sneakers. So it's just like that. Trading is a marketplace. Is a marketplace. When you trade, you are in a marketplace. Observe the market. Know when to come in. Know when to buy. That's why I say before you buy or sell, always study the market for some hours or some hours. I always say some hours, starting from the higher time frame, bit by bit, from monthly, weekly. Most people don't check the week monthly. Check the monthly, go to the weekly, know the general trend of the know the general trend of the trade of the chart. Go from monthly to weekly, from weekly to daily. Then after from daily, you check when it closed the previous day and when it opened at the previous day. So you check all those things, the highest point of the week and the lowest point of the week. So you check all those things and check if it has broken in the new day that you are eyeing. Like that, you check the way you are certain that it's going up or down, or your trade is going up or down, or the chart is going up or down. Then you go down to the 15 minutes time frame and take your trade. And take your trade. Take your trade. And being cautious of losing your capital. Always learn not to lose your capital when you trade. Learn it not to lose your capital when you trade. It's when you trade without setting your stop loss, that's when you are gambling. When you trade without stop loss, it shows you are gambling. When you trade without stop loss, it shows you are gambling. That's the point I'm saying here now. When you trade without stop loss, it's obvious you are gambling with your money. So you don't trade without stop loss and profit. You go down to the lowest time frame, like maybe peradventure the 1 minute time frame, or you go to the 1 minute time frame or the 5 minutes time frame. Go to the 5 minute time frame. Then you check if there are break of structures to the downside or to the upside, if depending on the trend you are in. If it's an uptrend, look for the lower low, the previous lower low, and put your stop loss below the week or the lower low, the previous lower low. That's how to trade. You put it there. Then if it smashes your stop loss, then you know you're at least in profit, not like you lost everything. Like in this trade I'm taking now, you can see that I had to, immediately I got into profit, I had to come in case it goes the other way. Sometimes you cannot predict them, you can't understand where the market will go. So that's it. when the if the 20 moving average, which is the gold line, crosses the purple line, which is the 50 moving average, then you know that the downtrend is sure, very sure.